Hi there, it's Coach Sam, and today's video we're going to be looking at some basic rolls. No, not that kind of basic roll. Sorry about that, so where were we? Ah yes, our rolls. So the first roll we're going to go over today is a log roll. Then we're going to move on to egg rolls and forward rolls, and we're going to go over each of the parts that makes up these moves. Before you get on with any of that, make sure you check out our warm-up videos, make sure you warm up and you stretch so you're prepared for exercise, and then come back to this video. Today, once again, I'm going to be using the space in my front room. Ideally, you might want to use your garden if you've got some grass, but a front room with a soft surface like some carpet will work just fine. So I hope you enjoy today's video. So our log roll is a side-to-side roll where only our belly and back touch the floor, and the key here is keeping a really tight body. If you don't keep a tight body, then you're going to end up flopping around like a fish on the beach. So to avoid that, we're going to start with the key shapes. We're going to start with a dish shape. Our shoulders and our legs come off the floor, feet together, and then we're going to roll over and we're going to try our arch shape, which is the same but on our belly. So our belly's on the floor, arms and legs lift up into that arch shape. So now you're ready to log roll. Just focus on keeping that body tight, your arms and legs lifted, and with lots of practice you'll have a great log roll. So for the egg roll, it's another sideways roll, except for this time we're going to be doing it in a tuck shape, rolling from our back, over our knees, back onto our back. Like I mentioned before, we're going to need to be in a tuck shape for this one, so we're going to put our knees into our chest, give our knees a hug. And from the side it looks like this. You really want to pull those knees in tight, so you're making sure you're in a really nice tight shape. Then once we're in our tuck, we can either roll backwards or we can start on the floor and put ourselves into a tuck. And then we're going to practice rocking our weight from side to side, eventually trying to get all the way over. Moving on to forward rolls. So for our forward rolls, there's a few skills that we want to be able to do before we try our forward rolls. So it's really useful to be able to do, first of all, a bunny hop. You want to get your heels as high as you can. Doesn't matter if you can't get them all the way up like this. It's just practice for the first part of the forward roll, putting some weights on your hands. Next, we're going to do a rock and roll. So we're going to start in the tuck shape we worked in earlier, but we're going to progress it. So once you've grabbed your knees really tight, you're going to rock backwards and forwards, seeing if you can sit back up into the position you started in. Although this one looks quite easy, it takes quite a lot of strength from your tummy muscles. So if you're quite young and you haven't got strong tummy muscles yet, then this might be a little bit difficult, but it will come with lots of practice. Once you get really good at it, you want to see if you can do it all the way to standing. As you'll notice, this is the end of our forward roll. So if you can do this, we should be able to stand up at the end of our forward roll. So now we're going to look at how to do the forward roll. So we're going to start with our arms stretched up. We're going to bend down from our hips, hands on the floor. Then we're going to tuck our chin on our chest. We do a little push off of our feet, roll into a tight tuck shape, and a big reach up at the end. So some common problems and how to fix them. A really common one is going too low down onto your knees, making it hard to roll. And in this, we usually see people put the top of their head down. If the top of your head's down, your chin's not tucked, and splat. To help us fix our forward roll problems today, we're going to use some socks. So we usually use a beanbag, but as we're all at home, some socks will do just fine. You're going to place them under your chin, and this is going to keep your head tucked. And your challenge is to keep the socks tucked under your chin the whole time you do the roll. Lots of funny things can happen with our legs in our forward rolls. One leg can come after the other. Our legs can cross over as we're rolling or as we try to stand up. We can also have our knees come apart, and we can also have our feet come apart. But not to worry, all of this can be fixed with a correctly placed pair of socks. So you can either just put them in the places coming apart, or if you want to check if you've got a really good forward roll, you can place a pair of socks in between your feet, knees, and under your chin. If you find it tricky to stand up from your forward roll without using your hands, or just find it quite hard in general, see if you can get a broomstick or a hula hoop. Get a sibling or a parent to hold it, and as you come up with your forward roll, you're going to reach forward, grab it, and they're going to help pull you up. That's all from us today. Thank you for watching our rolling video. If you like it, please like and subscribe, and remember, keep smiling and point your toes.